With Election Day right here upon us, voters had the final opportunity to make their voices heard about who they want running in the general election come November. News 18's Cameron DeBlasio is live from the Marjoram City Hall in West Lafayette, and he explains how voter turnout has looked so far and what county officials are really expecting to see at the polls today. So Cameron, what are local officials saying about the early voting numbers?
Well, Marley, they say voting is down considerably from the last midterm primary election in May of 2018. However, County Clerk Julie Roush says she's not surprised to see those lower numbers as there are fewer contested races this year than there were 4 years ago. Now, as for those total numbers themselves, Roush told me on the phone last night that just over 2,900 people cast votes early for this year's primary election, either in person or through mail-in ballots. Back in 2018, more than 20,000 people voted in that May primary, meaning we'd have to see more than 17,000 people head out to the polls today to match those numbers. Now, Roush says she doesn't expect us to get to those turnout levels this year. She did say, however, that many Republicans have indicated their desire to come out and vote on Election Day in person, so we'll see how that affects the turnout numbers by the end of the night. Now, as for who's voting for whom in this year's primary election, Roush says 60% of votes are going to the Republican primary versus 40% in the Democratic primary. That margin is actually closer than it was 4 years ago, with 70% of votes in that May primary being cast in the Republican primary. Now, this polling center here at Marjoram City Hall in West Lafayette is open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. And you can go to indianavoters.com to find a list of all the polling locations in your county, as well as information about the candidates who are on your ballot. We'll continue to have updates throughout the newscast here from Marjoram City Hall. For now, reporting live in West Lafayette, Cameron DeBlasio, News 18.